Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is my first official video for voiceovers. I am rebranding the whole Bang Out Volleyball channel, so hopefully you guys enjoy the educational commentary. Basically that's what my channel is, just me talking over some gameplay of all the reps that me and basically my girlfriend get whenever we're at open gym, and some really fun highlights that are also at open gym. So right now we were off this game. We're doing like just simple threes or fours. We had 7 players, so we might as well play. Right now we're just warming up. I guess since we haven't played or anything, is to just get a better warm-up. And usually I don't warm up that much anymore, and plus me getting older, right now I'm currently 27 as of the making of this video, so it's important to continue to have a really nice warm-up. I was trying to go for a highlight on that clip, so I missed into the net. So in this video we got me, Justine, Javi, and Jeff on my side, and it looks like I was getting a little bit warmer here. We're about to get into the gameplay pretty soon. So again, if you guys are new here, make sure to subscribe and like the video and enjoy the highlights for all the reps I got in this video, and hopefully we learned something during the gameplay. It looks like it's about to start. But before we get into the gameplay, this video is sponsored by Bang Out Volleyball. We have our t-shirts ready to go. We got our merch gear. So in the back it says "Don't Hold Back," and in the front we have our Bang Out Volleyball logo. Check out our merch, link will be down in the description below. Let's get back to the video and enjoy the show. And we're about to start the games right now. It looks like there was a bunch of music right here, so I had to adjust the audio. But basically this first play, I got set the first ball and I was going for a line shot. Luckily there was a Morgan was blocking, so I was able to tool him on the right side of his hand. Whenever I serve, I'm mainly going for whoever I think the weakest passer is, or I'll serve in between 2 players in order to get some extra points, which is really nice. Basically kind of like what I'm doing right now. I'm getting lucky on these aces from what I feel like, and I think that dig right there should have been me. It was a bit deeper and slower, and I should have been there. That was my fault. I haven't been used to moving laterally due to my tendonitis, so if you look right there, I'm kind of just stuck on my toes and my feet. But yeah, right there too, I'm not really committing to those high line shots on the tools, and so I'm trying to figure out like what is going to be the safest way for me. I know as athletes we shouldn't be overthinking about how our movements are, because we could more likely get into an injury, but since I have tendonitis right now and I've sprained my ankle, I'm a little traumatized on everything and I don't want to hurt my knee, so I'm being very safe when I'm on the court. So right here we did run the big. I know Javi as our setter right now, I knew he was going to run the big. It's just the tempo was very different every time on the sets. I think that was our first time running like an in-game big, so we're just trying to get used to each other's sets during gameplay. Right here I got like a really nice fast pass towards Javi, and it resulted into a point with X getting a kill here. So X is it's basically his first or second year playing volleyball right now. He's still new to volleyball, and it's really nice seeing him improve as a volleyball player. Kind of just reminds me of like the journey right from the start. But X gets really up high and very athletic when it comes to blocking and hitting. Such a natural sport. And X is also a former professional football player, and now he's enjoying the world of volleyball, which is really cool. So I'm trying to make sure that he gets some reps, and hopefully he's looking for other places to get reps right now, and I'm sure he is. Right here got like a really nice up from Stanley's swing. It looked like there was the block didn't really go up, or there was a hole that I had to fill in. And whenever I'm going for one of these digs, and I'm really looking for, are there any holes in the blocks? I'm trying to make sure that I trust my blockers wherever they're blocking, but I'm also just making sure as a defender I'm taking in the holes and making sure I can see the ball and the hitter at the same time in order to hopefully get a dig when we need it. Alright, so just rewatching that, it looked like there was no block, and I just ended up lining up with the hitters and the ball at the same time in order to get that dig. So right there in that position, my idea was just, I'm just gonna push it to Javi and hope for the best. And right here, Jeff got like a really nice dig. Kyle probably lifted that ball, but we don't call it because at the end of the day, we just gotta play. And most of my swings here were getting through, so whenever I'm hitting and I always have two blockers, I'm always looking for a few things. I'm trying to make sure that I look the same. I'm either going angle, like sharp angle around the block, but if I don't get that chance, my second option is always going to be that seam. And then the last option is go for the line shot. But in this case, I was like, you know what? I think I see a little seam here, so I'm just going to go through and take a rip at it and see what if it, you know, can get us a point. So as a shorter hitter, I'm only 5'8", and I'm not scared to hit. It's more just I want to make sure that people trust me as a hitter and that I know that I can trust myself as a hitter and trust my abilities as an athlete. Right here, X got a really nice no block kill and absolutely amazing. Ralph with a great pass here. And, you know, as a hitter, it's good to stay aggressive. Oh, I got a really nice kill here. I really like this one. So I'm gonna do a replay on this and talk about it a little bit more. So when it came down to this hit, I actually knew I was gonna go line way ahead of time. So I'm looking at where the outside right now, it's currently Morgan. I'm looking at where he takes that first step, and it looks like it wasn't like a big last step. So I knew he wasn't gonna be able to reach me if I went for line. So luckily I got like a really nice pass. I was way more surprised about the pass than anything. And then from here, I'm already opening up as much as I can to go for that line shot. And when I got it, I was like, wow, that was pretty cool. Props to the set than my actual hit. And then right here, we got a tip from Morgan. I felt like I could have gotten that ball, but that one, I felt like it wasn't my responsibility. I want to make sure that my teammates know that I got the deep shots and they got the center of the court, just so they don't, I mean, obviously rely on me, but I need to be able to rely on them as well and trust that they got the short. And right there on that hit, when Morgan got that bic or pipe, if they were running that, I was just a little confused. It looked like it was going deeper, but it kept sailing. And I haven't been used to playing a fast-paced volleyball in a while because I haven't played in a while because of my tendonitis. And that ball was just coming in a little too fast for me to react, and I just reacted and the ball just shot down. So things like that happen. It's a matter of just moving on and learning from the situation. And I knew that during the spot. I was just like, you know what? I haven't played in a while. I need to work on it again. Jackson right there saying hi to the camera. Kim got like a really nice pass right here. From here, I think my timing was very off, so I went for a deep shot and go for the high hands. I think X forgot to block right there. Did look like the set was a bit questionable on that, but you know, again, it's open gym. The goal is to have fun and have a great time. And right here, I basically was prepared for the roll shot. And right here, X netted by accident. His hand was just a little too forward. But yeah, I was basically trying to prepare for the roll shot just in case, because I trust that Kim has that deep shot. Haven't seen Morgan hit that sharp angle shot throughout the day, and that's usually a very tough shot to get. I know he can hit it for sure 100% because he's done it many times before. But I think since the set was inside a little bit, my mind was just kind of like, you know what? I'm going to go for the roll shots since it's inside. But if that set was further out, I would have definitely been more closer to the pin on my end. And I shall let the video continue. It's a little overpass by Ralph. And luckily, there was so much side spin on that ball that the ball went over the net. And my idea was just kind of like, I need to avoid Kyle's block right now. So I internally rotated the heck out of my shoulder and managed to get a kill. And also, that's not a very, like, my swing, my internal rotation is way abnormal. Like, I have more control of my internal rotation than most people. So, you know, if you guys are not used to cutting the ball so much, you could potentially injure yourself. But if you have control of that range of motion, then you have nothing to worry about. I've been doing it for years. since I started, so I have full control of how my sharp angles need to be, and whenever I need to internally rotate my shoulder. Alright, got a little nice pass here from Ralph, pushing to the outside. Set was a bit inside, but it was high enough to be able to make an adjustment as a hitter. Like, Javi sets are really great. Like, look at that timing. From there, I saw, obviously my go-to is always going to be that deep corner shot, but to have a little seam there helps a lot too. Then I accidentally passed that ball way too tight. That didn't help us out at all, and it just caused a bit of confusion. Yeah, so right now we're in a bit of a pinch. It's about 23-23. Set goes to Jeff. He gets blocked. We got a little confusion here with me and Javi. That was my fault. It's always going to be my fault at the end of the day. I basically don't know how fast Javi is, and I don't know how confident I am when it comes to transitioning. And it was a really close game, so we couldn't afford to let the ball drop. Well, looks like this was the last play. And pretty good rally here. Got a little nice soft block here. I took second ball. Usually if setter takes first ball, we want to go to the libero, but since it was just passed straight up, I just went for it. Morgan got a really nice outside swing to the angle. So yeah, overall a great game. Had a good time playing. This was our first game. We lost 25-23 and then basically went back to hitting lines. So I'm gonna finish it off here. If you guys have not seen the previous hitting lines video, it should be in one of the previous videos. I'm not really sure how to show it. Right here I was trying to do sharp angle. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys learned a lot with me. And if you guys like content like this, make sure to subscribe and like the video because it helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Leave a question in the comments as well. If you guys have any questions, maybe some stuff I can go over. Maybe talk more about mentality, skills, some other stuff that you may want to work on and practice on, or just get my thoughts on certain things. Again, I'm only 5'8". I'm always learning the sport. Absolutely love the sport. So yeah, anyway, have a great day, guys, and hopefully to see you guys in the next video. Bye.